For this lecture, magbibigay tayo ng sample problem noon na Hazen-Williams formula for pipe flow. So basahin lang natin yung sample problem natin. 1 meter diameter new cast iron pipe is 800 meter long, and if the head loss in flow is 1.2 meters, determine the flow capacity of the pipe using the Hazen-Williams formula using C equals 130 for new cast iron pipe. Ito yung mga equations niya, no? Meron tayong equation for velocity and discharge or flow or Q. Tapos meron siyang coefficient, no? Ang tawag dito is Hazen-Williams coefficient. Meron siyang table, no? So depende dun sa type ng pipe or klase ng pipe, meron siyang specific na Hazen-Williams coefficient. Similar dun sa friction factor F ng Darcy-Weisbach tsaka roughness coefficient N ng Manning formula. So meron din tayo mga sample problems on the use of Darcy-Weisbach, no, and Manning. I-browse nyo lang dito sa playlist natin sa hydraulics. So balik tayo sa sample problem natin. Meron dito yung mga given values, no? We have diameter, length ng pipe, head loss which is 1.2 meters. Tapos meron of course yung pinapagamit sa atin na Hazen-Williams na coefficient which is 130. Okay? So ang pinapahanap sa atin dito is ang flow capacity, so that's Q. So pwede na tayong dumiretso dito sa Q, no? Gamitin na natin yung Q which is equivalent to this particular na equation of 0.2785 C D raised to the 2.63 and S equals or S is raised to 0.54. So yung diameter dito is yung D, tapos yung S natin is yung slope ng energy grade line, or that's HF divided by L. So, titingnan natin dito sa figure natin. Discuss natin konti yung energy grade line. So, for any flow, meron tayong dalawang lines natin na tawag na energy grade line at hydraulic grade line. So, yung energy grade line is yung line representing the energy, no, from point 1 to point 2. And then, yung hydraulic grade line, yun yung line representing yung level ng liquid. So, for example, water, no? So, ang hydraulic grade line is just a summation lang siya ng elevation tsaka pressure head. Tapos same din dito sa point 2, no? So any point, so point 1 we have P1 over unit weight, that's a pressure head plus yung Z1. Tapos sa point 2 naman, of course, point 2 over unit weight plus yung Z2. So mapapansin natin dito level lang yung Z1 tsaka Z2, no? Since same lang naman sila nung elevation yung point 1 tsaka point 2. Tapos yung energy grade line naman, yun yung tatlong components na meron tayong velocity head, tapos pressure head tsaka elevation head. So same dito sa point 2. Tapos meron ka ng head loss. So since meron tayong law of conservation of energy, no, so dapat E1 equals E2, or the energy at point 1 is equivalent to the energy at point 2. So dito nagagaling actually yung equation natin na yung energy at point 1 ay yun lang, no. We have P1 over unit weight plus V1 squared over 2G plus Z1. So, ito yung components ngayon ng energy 1. Tapos, yung energy at point 2. So, we have P2 over unit weight plus V2 squared over 2G plus Z2. Tapos, meron tayong head loss. Kasi meron nawawalang energy as your liquid flows from point 1 to point 2. Tapos, ito yung length ng pipe. Okay? So, kung titingnan natin, yung energy ng grade line, yung slope pala ng energy grade line, hindi yung energy ng grade line, no? Pag titingnan natin yung slope ng energy grade line, which is yung eto, no? So meron tayong slope dyan, it's just equivalent to yung change in y, kasi yung slope, di ba, slope is just the change in y over the change in x. So yung change in x natin is yung length, tapos yung change in y natin, of course, ito yun, no? From this point, yung E1 tsaka yung E2 is just equivalent to head loss. So therefore, pwede natin sabihin na change in y is just head loss, change in x is just the L. Kaya yung slope natin sa energy grade line is just equivalent to head loss over L. So meron tayong value for head loss which is 1.2. Tapos ang length natin is 800. So kukunin lang natin yung ratio nila na 1.2 divided by 800. So confirm lang natin sa calculator natin, that's 1.2 divided by 800. That's 0.0015. So, ito yung slope natin, okay? So, yun, meron na tayong slope. So, pwede na natin i-evaluate yung Q, which is yung equation natin. So, C is given as 130. Diameter is given as 1 meter. Tapos, slope, which is walang dimension yan, no? 0.0015 raised to the yung 0.54, okay? So, yun, i-evaluate na natin. Dito tayo sa calculator natin na 0.2785 times 130 times 1 raised to the power of 2.63. Tapos, meron tayong 0.0015 na slope raised to the power of 0.54. That's 1.08 cubic meter per second. So, confirm naman to. No? So, ito yung pinapahanap sa atin yung flow capacity. Kapag hindi nyo naman naalala yung, kunwari ito na medyo nakalimutan yung equation, pwede rin kunin natin yung velocity. No? So, pag nakuha yung velocity, kunin na natin yung Q as the product lang ng area, cross-sectional area, tsaka ng velocity. So, makukuha mo pa rin yung Q. Okay? So, pwede rin ganun, no? Kung kunwari ito lang yung nakabisado nyo. Tapos, nakalimutan nyo yung second equation. Pwede rin. So, mas okay din na, no? Tsaka, iba-iba din yung values ng coefficient niya kapag English units. So, applicable lang to sa SI na units, meaning naka-meters yung mga values natin. Okay? So, I think yun na yun, no? Para sa sample problem na to. And yun, if medyo confusing pa rin, kahit na madali lang naman to, no? Direct substitution lang dun sa mga equations natin. Mag-comment na lang nun sa comment section kapag may mga hindi pa rin ganun kaklaro yung pagka-discuss. Okay? So, again, thank you for watching and see you sa mga next na sample problems natin.